Todd Sandstedt is an alumni of the University of Colorado Boulder and is now a supervisory special agent for the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI. He has been working 25 years in the Denver division of the FBI, and he, among other rewards, he is a recipient of the FBI's Medal of Excellence and High Impact Award for Leadership. Please welcome Todd Sandstedt.
Appreciate it. Thank you. You got a lot of applause. I don't know. It's unbelievable. He got all kinds of applause. That was awesome. First of all, I was watching the video, and if I had been asked the same question at the same age, what do you think my answer would have been? Garbage man. Wanted to be a garbage man bad. I used to go out on Fridays and watch the garbage truck show up. The guy had the big handle, throw the stuff in there. All of a sudden, the garbage was gone. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. But I am the son of two teachers. Okay, so first of all, props to your teachers real quick. Give them a round of applause. Okay. So I walked in after, explaining to them how I thought a career in garbage would be a really good thing, and I still do. I still think that that could be a retirement job for me. But they also said, well, you're like 5, okay, and life may change down the road, and you need to keep your options open. Make sure you're doing everything to keep your options open. And that's kind of my sub-theme of my discussion with you today is I'm here representing one possible career mode for you. Okay, a place where you may end up working someday. In law enforcement, I'm representing federal law enforcement, but law enforcement in chief, okay? And my journey here was definitely, and I think I was talking to Jane about it, it was more of a meander. Okay, I didn't wake up one day when I was 7, 13, even in high school and say, I want to be an FBI agent. My life was little pods at that time. I was like, okay, I need to get out of elementary school, okay? All right, now I need to get to middle school, all right? Well, now I'm in high school and I got to get into college. So I just kind of focused on those little benchmarks along the way, and my career aspirations changed from time to time. I decided that maybe, garbage man, then turned into scientist, turned into astronaut. So what do you think my career choice was before I got in the FBI? Because most of us in the FBI do something before we join the force. What do you think I did? Policeman is a real good path for us. Very good. Anybody? Okay. Mall cop was that's a great job. Some good perks there. Get a little discount at the mall every once in a while. I should have thought about that. I coached college basketball. I was an assistant basketball coach at Appalachian State University for 7 years. And you're like, well, how does that happen? How do you transition into the FBI? Well, because of my time in sports, which also included my time at the University of Colorado, I kept running into FBI agents. They were coming on campus just like I'm here today to talk about careers in law enforcement in the FBI. And I thought, wow, what a great opportunity that may be someday if it ever presented itself. But I'm on this track and we'll see how this thing goes. But that door kept opening for me, and thankfully, as I look back, because I came into the FBI when I was 30, and that's kind of the average age, a little bit older than some, but most of our agents come in between 25 and 32 years of age. And I've never looked back. It's been a great choice. It's taken me all over the world. I've worked with some really great people, got to hang out with some folks like you in high schools and talk about careers. But the one thing I had to do before I even got to this point was figure it out, right? Are you guys still figuring it out? You guys still like, hey, I don't know exactly how this is going to look 5, 10 years down the road? But the biggest thing I had to do was keep my options open, okay? Make sure that I was taking care of myself so that when those times presented themselves, when somebody said, hey, do you want to coach basketball at our school? I had a college degree, I had some experience, and I wouldn't look like a complete idiot when I showed up, okay? Same thing with the FBI. The FBI has certain requirements for you to be in the FBI, as many jobs do. So when that time came, I had those requirements, I had the baseline, and I was able to pursue it. But along the way, you have to kind of knuckle down to make sure that you are doing the best thing you can to keep that big balloon of options open. You don't want that balloon to shrink. You always want it to be as big as possible, and because you can pursue anything you want. I guarantee you, I shouldn't say guarantee, big word. I am sure that many of you right now have an idea of what you want to be in 5 years. I'm almost certain that about half of you will do something different. Okay? So some of you may want to be, a professional skier, you may want to be a teacher, you may want to be a biologist, a dentist. But I bet some of you, as you go through college or whatever you decide to do after high school, that you change your mind a little bit. But you can't change your mind unless you keep those options open and keep the foundation steady. Okay, and that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing you can do. Looking forward to talking with you guys the rest of the hour here. Pretty excited to be with our crew. We got a good crew. You guys won best panel ever, maybe. But looking forward to chatting with you some more. Thank you.